Hey guys, I'm Brittany. This is the Never-Ending Reader, and as you can tell by the title, I spent $400 on books. I bet you are wondering, Brittany, why would you spend $400 on books? And the answer is, I don't know. So I guess I will just go ahead and get into my August book haul. So I'm just going to address the elephant in the room, and this is the $400 worth of books. You got it. It is 3 college textbooks. Is that not insane that we have to spend so much money on tuition and then our books are like $400? I can't compute. That's crazy to me. I saw on Twitter the other day, so I don't know if it's correct or not, that the price of like a college tuition for a semester in like the middle of 1970s was like $150 total. If that's true, might as well cry, because I don't understand why wanting an education is so expensive, but here we are, $400 worth of books later. You can skip this part if you're not interested in my college stuff, but I'm almost done with my associate's degree, so thank God for that. I'm taking 4 classes this semester. They're all very difficult. For me, anyway. They're probably not difficult for others. My first class is Weather and Climate, which is both of these. It's a lab, so it's going to be like a little extra work. I don't know like a whole lot about like the science area of school, so I might be pretty screwed on that. And then I am also taking philosophy. I'll probably do pretty good in philosophy. I'm already liking it so far. I've done chapter 1 and the homework for it. It wasn't bad. It was pretty fun, so I am looking forward to that class. And the last 2 classes I'm taking this semester is a biology class, which I don't know hardly anything about biology, so I will be truly out of my element for that. And then the last class is statistics. We'll see about that. Math is like kind of difficult for me, so yeah. And now let's like jump into my real book haul, I guess. So in the month of like end of July, beginning of August, I bought I think 11 books. Some of them I bought, some of them were given to me, and I bought the books all thrift books, basically. So I bought some at Goodwill, some at Salvation Army. So the first books I'm going to show you are a gift from my dear friend Aubrey. Thank you so much. I know for a fact that she gave me more books this month and I can't find them. They're in my house somewhere, but I was unable to locate them before I did this video, so maybe I will show you those next month, because they're around here somewhere. So the first book that Aubrey gifted to me was Sherlock Holmes by Sir Anthony Conan Doyle. This is the complete novel and stories. I don't know anything about Sherlock. I know that my mom and my brother and I think my grandpa all watched the TV series. I think it's like no, it's not a mini series. I think it's just like on BBC or something. But I haven't watched it. I know that Sherlock is like solving mysteries, maybe solving crime mysteries, I don't know. And he has like a little sidekick, and the reason that I was super interested to read this is that, one, it's a classic, and I do like to read classics. Usually they're classics for a reason, and the second reason is I saw a young adult book called A Study in Charlotte, and I was really interested in it, and it was supposed to follow the descendants of Sherlock Holmes and his sidekick's name, let me find out. Dr. John Watson, I think. So it's the descendants of their, I don't know, family line, and these 2 kids in this young adult book are like probably solving a mystery. It looked cool. I like the cover. So yeah, I hope to get to this soon. At least like the first story in the book, because I don't think it's relatively long or anything. I think it's probably 100 pages. So yeah, thank you, Aubrey. The second book that Aubrey gave me was The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. I know that everybody is very hit or miss with this book. They either love it or they hate it. And the thing is, I have read it and I didn't love it or hate it. It was like a solid 3 stars. It was fine. I did like one of the storylines. It's been a really long time since I've read this, so I remember liking one of the character storylines and then not really caring about much else in the story, but that character storyline was enough to like keep me going till the end and keeping me intrigued. So yeah, I thought it was okay. I know everyone has like very strong feelings, no matter if it's like or dislike. For me, it was just fine. I'm excited to have it. I read Paula Hawkins', what was it, Into the Water. I think that was her newest one, and that was like horrible. So this was way better than that. I don't know if that's like the general consensus or what, if everyone loved it or hated it. I don't know. I read Into the Water. It was like really, really bad. So this is definitely her better work in my opinion. And the last book from Aubrey is Johnny Cash, The Life. This is like a biography written about Johnny Cash. I don't know anything about Johnny Cash. Like, I know some of his music. I just don't know anything about his like life story. So I thought this would be interesting to like at least give a shot to. I do like biographies. I almost always enjoy biographies. I love to hear about other people's lives, and I don't believe I've read a biography like about a musician before, so this might be a nice change of pace. It is pretty long. Let me give you like 650 pages. So that's a whole lot of biography, but maybe he's like a super interesting fellow, so maybe I'll like it. But I am excited to own it and give it a go. So thank you, Obs. I love you forever. So the next book that I have is The Art of Deception by Ridley Pearson. Look, you guys, I literally found this in my closet, which means that I bought it at some point and literally never put it in my bookshelves and never looked at it ever again. And I don't remember even buying this, but apparently it's about like a forensic psychologist and possibly like probably like a murdery thing. Like, you can almost always tell with books that are like this, mass market, and with this type of cover that it's going to be like a mystery thriller type thing. So yeah, it says it's about a forensic psychologist who volunteers as a teenage runaway counselor, and she's got a puzzling investigation, and yeah, so that might be interesting. Forensic psychologist sounds cool to me. So yeah, I can't believe that I literally found this in my closet and I bought it like probably 5 years ago and never knew. So I thought I would put it in here, and if I don't read it soon, I'm just gonna unhaul it. So the next couple books I'm going to show you are going to be from Goodwill. Generally, Goodwill's prices are $1 for a paperback, $2 for a hardcover, but they recently changed that, and now anything that is an Amazon best-selling is like $3 to $4. So I probably won't be getting my thrifting books there anymore. It's all donated. All the books are donated, and you're out there trying to sell Twilight for $4. That's kind of lame. So anyways, I did go to Goodwill a couple weeks ago, and I got a few things. So the first thing I got was Auroralize Colors. This is by Jeffrey Overstreet. I think this was a middle grade, and I'm just going to read you like a small couple sentences from the back. It says, "Cloaked in mystery, Aurorali grows up among criminals outside the walls of House Abascar, where vicious beastmen lurk in the shadows. There, she discovers an unsettling and forbidden talent for crafting colors that enchant all who behold them, including Abascar's hard-hearted king, an exiled wizard, and a prince who keeps dangerous secrets." So yeah, it sounds like a middle grade. Maybe it's not middle grade. It could be young adult, but fantasy and something about weaving colors, crafting colors, a crazy king, a crazy wizard, and a prince with a dangerous secret. So yeah, that looked really good to me. I also like kind of liked that cover. I liked, just looks like really eerie and possibly like spooky time type of stuff. But yeah, so I picked that up. Also at Goodwill, I picked up Go Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. I love To Kill a Mockingbird. I love it so very much. I think it's so important. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And when Go Set a Watchman came out, I was like pumped. And then I read like many reviews, and I could not tell you right now what those reviews even said. But I remember feeling like really discouraged, like maybe I shouldn't read this. I could have sworn a lot of the reviews were saying that Go Set a Watchman was like taking away from the beauty of To Kill a Mockingbird. So I believe this follows Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird in her adult years. And yeah, I'm not super sure if I want to read it. I will check the reviews again, and if it seems like it's insensitive or not that good, I will probably just get rid of it. But if the reviews are good, I would absolutely love to read it, because I did love To Kill a Mockingbird. So yeah, I got that at Goodwill for $2. So the next book I got from Goodwill was Les Miserables. I like can't speak French. This is by Victor Hugo. I think this was like a movie or a play or God knows what. I don't really catch up on movies too often. I don't really watch them. I don't go to plays. So yeah, I don't know anything about this story. I don't know the first thing about it. I know that it's like, I'm assuming French. It says a noble peasant imprisoned for stealing a loaf of bread, something about crime and punishment. So yeah, and it's classic. Usually I deeply enjoy classics, so hopefully this 1,400 page tome does me some good. So the next book I got from Goodwill was Pretty Baby by Mary Kubica. I've never read anything by her, but I have seen like many people read or haul her books at least. I don't even know what kind of like edition is this. This is like a mass market, except it's long. I don't like this, but it appears to be about a woman named Heidi who takes in a woman and a baby who are in need of a home, and it says, what starts as an act of kindness quickly spirals into an unrelenting web of lies and a story far more twisted than anyone could have anticipated. So yeah, that seems super interesting to me. I love a good mystery thriller, and I at least recognized her name, so I'm assuming she probably like has written something good, and possibly this is what she wrote that was good. And the last Goodwill book I have here is The Good Girl by Mary Kubica. I'm just going to read you the back of this once again. It says, one night, Mia Janet enters a bar to meet her on-again, off-again boyfriend, but when he doesn't show, she unwisely leaves with a stranger. And at first, Colin Thatcher seems like a safe one-night stand, but following Colin home will turn out to be the worst mistake of Mia's life. So yeah, another thriller. It's still got its little Goodwill sticker on it that says 99 cents, but it appears to be good. So yeah, I'm sure you guys can hear my kids in the background screaming at each other over colored pencils and markers. So thank you to my beautiful kids for always yelling. And the last two books I have here are from Salvation Army. Salvation Army prices near me are 50 cents for a paperback, $1 for a hardcover. And the first book I got was The Norse Myths by Kevin Crossley Holland. This is just like a collection of Norse mythology. I love mythology. I don't know much about Norse mythology, so I thought this might be like an interesting little book to flip through sometimes. The stories are like remotely short, like just a couple pages each, so yeah, I am glad to have this, and maybe someday if I write my own book, this could help me in some research, because I do love mythology, and if I were ever to write my own book, it would probably have some mythology themes. So the last book I have is Briar Rose by Jane Yolen. It says it's a Sleeping Beauty retelling, and I love retellings. My favorite retelling of all time is Heartless. Is that by Marissa Meyer? Yeah, I believe it is. I loved Heartless, and ever since reading that book, I got really into retellings, fairy tale retellings, and specifically Beauty and the Beast ones are like really abundant. So I read a lot of those, and I always enjoy them. So I saw that this was about Sleeping Beauty retelling, but then on the back it says it's also a Holocaust story that hasn't been told yet, and yeah, I don't know how that's gonna, you know, tie in Holocaust and Sleeping Beauty, but I love retellings and I love World War II stories, so maybe this book was written like just for me. But I will read this and let you know how I liked it. So that is all for me today, folks. I have to go do some family stuff and some homework, and you might be hearing less from me than like typical, just because school is a mean mistress in my life. But I will do my best to keep posting consistently, at least once or twice a week, and I would love it if you hit that subscribe button, shoot me a comment, find me on Instagram, Twitter, let's talk about books. I want to make friends, that's why I made this channel, and I have met some incredible people doing this already. So shout out to all of my booktuber friends out there. I love you guys, you are the best. So yeah, if you want to chat about anything that I've shown you, or you just want to say hello, you know where to find me, and I will link my stuff below. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!